Make sure it gets your voice this time.
I have just checked that. That's where I was, and we are now recording.
Uh,
Yay.
all right. So when last we left our intrepid adventurers, y'all had just killed a dragon and her child, and over her horde in the middle of an arena. And then you got sent back down to the dungeons, where you've been for a while. They took your gear back, by the way. They don't want you breaking out. When they came to get your gear, they did take a vial of blood from everyone,
Hey,
Rude. I don't like
and
that.
nice.
you haven't,
I
you
don't.
haven't, you don't consent.
I do not consent.
You don't really get a choice.
Yeah, I figured.
These guys haven't really heard of Me Too. I'm just saying.
I'm going to get a little bit far enough away from the unit that's fast. He asked for what?
We're recording, shush.
Anyway, so
But
you're
have
down
to
there
hear
for
about me 3. Yes.
2 weeks or so, and they're treating you pretty well. You know, they're actually feeding you now, which is good.
They're
You
scared of
you
us.
you all have, individual cells instead of one big one with
Oh,
a giant sewer grate that leads into the dungeons. So while you're down there, you are reminded, because I don't think any of you remember, this is the human kingdom of Telesia.
Mm-hmm.
oh,
And you are in jail initially for defending a group of demi-humans against the bastard order of the Silver Phoenix and a couple of city guards.
yep.
What during your stay, you learn that the kingdom is ruled by King Oman, and he is kind of a tyrant. Like, not enough that the people are willing to revolt, but enough that they don't mess around either.
Mm.
So kind of like Zog, if he were good.
If he were good. So one day, y'all are gathered up, still without your gear, and you are taken to the throne room and forced to kneel before the king, he is in fact that guy you saw from the arena in the big box, who did not look terribly happy that you had beaten his dragon.
Mm.
Nah.
And he kind of looks at you for a second, and he turns to his advisor and he's like, "Really? This is the best we've got? Really?" And the advisor's like, "Yeah, well, you wanted deniability. This is it." So they turn to you. Hmm?
I was gonna say, I think we just got suicide squatted.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The king motions off to his side, and a servant comes up with a platter with a bunch of rubies on
Giant
it.
oak.
Rubies. And he takes one of the rubies and he starts running his nail over it. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Coined. I thought you said rupees.
No, no, no,
Legend of
no.
Zelda.
Or Indian currency.
What?
In India, they use rupees as currency. Berlin, welcome to the group. As he runs his nail over the ruby, you start twitching uncontrollably. Like,
You're gonna
like
want to do that.
when you get a shiver up your spine, it just keeps going as he's rubbing his nail over the ruby. Uh,
Shit.
and the
What is
king's
going on?
like, "Does anybody with Arcana want to take a stab at what it is, or do you just want to wait for him to explain?"
I'm just gonna wait.
I don't have that.
I'd like to try.
You'd like to try?
Gonna
Roll an
wait.
Arcana, sir.
In what capacity am I here?
You're here. You're with them.
Yeah,
You
which me?
you could run a Arcana, Mr. Bloodhunter.
Nope.
Okay,
Not
you know what?
horrible.
I'm gonna give it to him. they're about to explain it anyway. These are heart rubies. They are a special enchanted item that, if imbued with the blood of a sentient being, can cause not only, monitoring of that being, but also distress, torture, and even death from a distance. No one has
Upgraded to
found no one has found the limits of that distance, because people who deal with heart rubies generally don't have that big of a sphere of influence. So you don't know if you can run away from it. Also, it would require someone of at least Archmage level to create and or destroy.
Isn't there an archmage out in the woods somewhere that the centaurs was looking for?
I mean, there was.
They were trying to find them. They found me.
Yeah.
Technically, Brian found them.
Mm.
I thought Timmy found them.
That's
I mean,
true. Timmy did
yeah,
find them.
Timmy tried to say hello to them, and then I knocked their heads off.
He was trying to be polite. There was company.
Yeah.
Hospitality is key to great alliances.
Are those? Do I know if those are only usable on living beings or people with a soul, or what the limitations are, or not with that
Living
word?
beings.
Well, okay.
Just living beings.
It needs
Could
a
not.
pumping heart.
Yeah, you could not use it on a lich or anything. And so he's like, I see you recognize this. Well, it's true. I've got each and every one of you under my literal thumb. And he drops it onto the platter, and you just kind of feel like you got shoved, like a kind of thing. So he's like, I have a problem. You're going to help me solve it. You will not be associated with me in any way once you leave this city. Is this understood?
Yes, Your
Eh.
Eminence.
So he's like, here's the problem. And in front of the entire court, he's like, the princess is missing. My daughter, Princess Ina, her chariot and caravan and everything have been straight up missing for 2 weeks.
Oh, fun.
Obviously, you had nothing to do with it. You were in the cells, but we need her back. Here's the problem. When she was last reported, she was on the border with the uh, kingdom to the north. It's full of Aarakocra, and I will not try to pronounce its name because it is unpronounceable to the human tongue. And his advisor comes up and goes, "It is the kingdom of," and he lets out just like this classic eagle scream. And he's like, "Yes, that place. They are in the forest of Talgol, off of the continental drop-off." Oh,
Excuse me.
oh. Now, you guys, having spent some time in the kingdom now, would know that our Aarakocran kingdom, the continental drop-off is exactly that. It is a drop-off where the land itself drops about 700 meters, just like somebody had screwed up the sand table. And there are rumors it was done during a magical war in the past, but nobody knows for sure.
Okay. So it's the Grand Canyon without the other side.
Yes, without the other side, but it is the forest of Talgol, because the trees go all the way to the bottom and level out at the top.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Like they sent expeditions to the bottom to find minerals and stuff, but for the most part, the Aarakocrans just live in the trees. So, and the tensions between the humans and the Aarakocrans have been building for a while. They're thinking this is just the latest in a series of moves to provoke an all-out war. So there are armies built up on both sides of the border. You are not going to get any support from the humans once you leave the city. All right, he needs total deniability.
I'm alright with that.
I wonder who could possibly have sent us to save the princess. I muse aloud. Definitely not the king. That would be silly.
If anyone asks or you are caught, you will be hung as bandits and smugglers.
No shit, your shittiness.
Oh,
What to do?
he says, for the meantime, you will receive half of the trove you won, the other half going to the young lord to aid in his recovery and eventual growth, because they had to teleport him out before you killed him.
Talk about the dragon.
Yeah,
Yep.
Dragon.
the little baby dragon that just barely got away.
Yeah, I was gonna chase him down.
Yeah, gonna go Anakin on him.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, the youngling attacked first.
Yep.
Okay, he says, while you're in the city, you shall have my seal, and this will allow you to go anywhere and talk to anyone who is officially affiliated with the city and businesses. Any further contacts you'll have to do on your own, but we're holding the rest of the trove in your name here in the palace. So money is not a concern. If you return successfully with the princess alive and unharmed, we'll give it to you and bid you a farewell. If you die or just don't come back, well, we just keep the money.
If we don't come back, you kill us?
Oh, yes, that too, of course, but no, we'll keep the money. You have 3 months, and then I smash these rubies.
How well do I believe him on the fact that he'll let us go?
Oh, he'll totally let you go, as far as
Yeah.
you're thinking.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
he really wants to send in actual army troops to find her, but that would absolutely spark off the war he's been trying to avoid. Not because he's scared of pissing off the Aarakocrans, but because wars are expensive, and he likes money.
As kings do.
Yeah.
Lives are cheap. It's war that's
Yeah,
expensive.
but it costs money to arm up an army, and then you gotta feed them, and then
If you
half your
decide to
labor
train
force
them.
half your labor force leaves to go fight, so now you can't
Mhm.
produce goods and services and
Exactly.
crops, and yep.
It all comes back to money.
Then he's doing it wrong. If he's not making a buttload per war, he's bad at it.
Considering the limited time frame, perhaps we should leave soon.
Yes, I see no problems with accepting this deal.
And he's like,
I
now
concur.
the seals are enchanted. Once you leave the city premises, they will disintegrate. So you won't be able to use them out the road. And he comes by and he gives you like a little leather coin with the official imperial seal on it, or royal seal.
All right.
Now, this is a major city. You could find just about everything. So, you know, I'm going to
Yes.
let you do your own thing there. Do you need any other information from this guy?
Do I
Is
know
there a
what this
good
princess looks like?
description of the princess? I'm
Yeah.
sure he's got some paintings.
Oh, yeah, no, they give you each a tiny painting of her. Like locket size.
Hmm.
How long ago
Um,
was this portrait done?
6 months.
Okay.
Pretty young girl, brunette. obviously in her late teens.
Is there anything we could do or any phrase we could tell your daughter so that she'll know that we're okay to go with and we're not just kidnapping her as the next set of ransom assholes?
Yes, the passphrase is honeycomb.
It's gotta be like asshole or something. What kind of person would think to swear to a princess?
You
Have you
really don't
met
know how
me, Johnny?
passphrases work, do you?
Have you met me?
Now, mind you, he's saying this in front of the full court. So there's probably a reason for that.
Wait, so now the whole court knows the passphrase? How can we trust
Uh-huh.
them?
I mean, can you really?
Only so far as our lives. I mean,
He's
look
still-
at it this way. If we don't go, we die. If we go, maybe we
might die.
We
If
might
we
die.
go and come back, maybe we die.
We might die.
If you
So,
go and come back, maybe
I-
you die, maybe you get rich.
I see seek adventure.
I like
Now,
that.
here's how this is actually going to go. We're going to go, do something good for the man, come back, and die, and do something good for the man by letting him inherit all of our money.
And then he kills you by crushing the rubies.
Yup. That's how this plays out. 99.9 repeating percent of the time. Remember, he is a tyrannical douchebag who has already imprisoned us and is now enslaving us to do his bidding. He's not going to give us a fortune. That's just not how this works.
Technically, you were imprisoned for starting a riot.
Technically, they started it by being little bitches.
That's true.
We finished it.
We
That's not going to be
settled
my
it.
theme song. Let's start a riot. Let's start a riot. Let's start a riot.
Remember that time I started a riot just because Jesse was bored?
Yeah, there's a whole song about that from the 90s. Like 3 Days Grace or something.
Remember the time I burned down an ecosystem to help Nolan win a duel?
Oh.
What?
Oh, yeah, no, we set the entire mountain on fire.
Accidentally burned down a druid grove. Words are hard. And then adopted the last surviving member to help her get revenge on whoever started the fire.
Yeah, that was one hell of a
Oh, that's hilarious.
one hell of a deception check, I'll be honest.
Who did we train for that? I forget.
I don't remember. I remember we took her to the city and had blamed it on somebody, but I don't remember who it was.
No
It was
clue.
probably the mayor whose son you ate.
I didn't eat him, I absorbed him. There's a difference. And then I blew up the body.
Didn't the head
That's how
land at the
absorbing
mayor's
works.
house? Didn't you like nat 20 that?
Yeah, I blew up the body by throwing it up in the air and then hitting it with a fireball, which the pieces landed right on the mayor's lawn.
So we accept this deal. Are we allowed out of the castle to start our investigation?
Yes.
He's asking us if we have any other questions, and I can't think of anything else right now that we need to ask.
Nope,
Yeah,
we
I
got a
concur.
description, we got the picture, we got how old the picture itself is, so that
We
we're
got the
not looking for
passphrase.
somebody young that's old. We got the passphrase. Yeah, we're a little confused why he did it in front of the whole court, though. But
Are there any contacts we should be aware of on the other side?
All of his agents have gone quiet.
We'll see about that.
But if
He
you
did.
do find somebody, the challenge is lightning and thunder. The challenge is lightning, the response is thunder.
We should avoid on the other side.
Everybody?
yeah, we are going into somewhere that might kill us.
Well, here's a question. How openly hostile are the Aarakocra to everybody?
That was gonna be my question.
Pretty hostile. They like their sovereignty.
Um, you, with my knowledge from my background, in like guild stuff, trade wise, how do the Aarakocra, yeah, how do they conduct trade? Is there specific routes or groups that have to go through that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah, no, they absolutely have trade routes very established. They use air convoys, which are generally lighter than air wagons being pulled by, lesser flying creatures.
Then my follow-up question would be, and this is actually towards the king, would we be able to utilize one of these trade routes to enter that area?
You wish to smuggle yourself across the border. That could possibly be arranged, but the kingdom doesn't have any official connections to that.
Okay.
I'm sure I could figure that out.
But, smuggling does exist, as it does everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Just trying to get some ideas.
He suggests you look for some of the more well-off border patrols.
What?
That
Okay.
makes
To
sense.
bribe
Look for the ones that have had their pockets well greased.
Lined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we need to find an onion knight.
What? An onion knight?
Wait, when did this turn into Dark Souls?
Pretty sure that's a Final Fantasy thing.
No, that was Lord of that was dragons.
Oh, you're talking about the Knight of Onions and Liver. Yes. Oh, frick,
Well,
what was his name?
Onion Knight was a job introduced in Final Fantasy 3, so
Yeah. Remember the Onion Kid, too. Shoot. That's gonna bug me now.
Bang.
Okay. Yes, so that is the mission. The the guards take you back to the armory where your gear has been kept in its own little sub vault. And not only your gear, but also all the gnomish tech and Timmy, who is just so happy to see you.
Oh, sweet lord. I love it. I'm so jealous.
Oh boy.
who's this Timmy?
Timmy is a gnomish automaton for domestic purposes, so he's got limited capabilities, all domestically inclined. He
Think,
cannot do violence of any level, and he's
think,
just so happy.
Oh my
think
gosh.
C3PO.
No,
If you
Yeah.
go to the handouts section
I
under the
just found
salvage
it.
gnomish devices, yep, number one right
Yes.
there. Timmy.
yes. The first thing
Oh, all
The
right.
first
So
thing the artificer sees is a tiny automaton trying to hug the party members.
Titus like quickly grabs
Yes.
his gear, runs over there, and just starts like staring and trying to figure out how it works.
Timmy immediately tries to become your friend.
Yeah, and meanwhile you're having a massive geargasm.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, you did say domestic chores. Does that count?
Not that kind of
Oh
domestic.
my.
Timmy has never been ordered to churn the butter like that, and I would hesitate to do so.
Not if you want to
I'm a
keep
Does
butter
also
butter.
have a 5,000-pound lifting capacity, so you might
Yeah.
not want to
Yeah.
risk that.
He's the team cart mule. So maybe don't tempt those electromuscles, mechanomuscles. Springs. He's got springs. But yes, you are free to tinker with Timmy, but remember, he is gnomish tech.
Danger. Will Robinson, danger.
Yeah,
Now,
Is
Tim-
Gnomish is Gnomish
read
tech
the bad
different
stuff
in this
under
world?
everything.
So in most of the worlds we've come across, and particularly in this one, gnomish tech is known for
Unreliable.
being overly complicated and B being unreliable. Now, in this
And C,
situation,
exploding.
the gnome tech works just fine, just not for its intended purpose.
Yeah.
And if you look at that handout about the gnomish tech and read all of it, including the bad stuff, you will see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was reading through some stuff.
Oh, I can get rid of the bookshelf one now.
Yeah, I didn't get any of that bookshelf. That's
You
too
weren't
bad.
here.
I know. I was on a date with my wife.
I mean, that's entirely acceptable.
More
But
important.
just you weren't. You just weren't
It's
here.
fine. I know. Just playing.
All right.
All right.
So yes, Timmy is literally trying to hug everyone, and he's has to be reminded several times that humans and whatever have bones that will break if he hugs too hard. Typhon seems to be fine though.
Yes, the advantage of my species.
And yes, Titus has a major tech boner going right now.
So do we
So,
get a description of our new party members?
It's up to you guys. You should probably
all
you
right.
can introduce yourselves.
First, before I forget, what's our cut of the treasure that we were given for this trip?
You basically have unlimited credit.
Ah. Okay.
With
Nice.
that coin that we got?
Oh, yes, the coin, of course.
Yes.
I thought, for some reason, I was thinking that which was good in the city, and then the coin of, being able to buy stuff outside of the city.
Oh, that. No, yeah, you got a purse of 500 gold each.
Thank you. That's where I was going with that.
Thank you.
Took me a minute to get there.
Which is enough to feed a large family for a year. Easily.
Cool. And then some.
Yeah.
5 gold could feed a large family for a year.
Okay, and buy them a good house with lots of land. It was huge tracts of land.
She's got huge.
And who doesn't like huge tracts of land? I know I'm a fan.
Sam, do you get that reference? Because it is talking about boobs.
Boobs.
Sorry. I tuned out. What was the last thing?
She's got huge tracts of land, I think was the last thing.
Oh, boobs.
It always comes back to boobs and money and boobs.
Always. I mean, in the world,
All right.
I'm good
Well,
with not having boobs.
so all of those formalities out of the way, I'll start with the real ones. You were champions in the arena. I was the one that came before you. Defeated a dragon myself.
By yourself?
Technically, his was a solo category, and yours was the group category.
I mean, our party member we lost technically defeated one by himself.
That was very impressive. I was watching from my cell.
These magical relays are fantastic.
It was in 8K ultra high definition magic.
One hell of a looking glass.
UHDD, ultra high definition dust.
Many pixies were sacrificed.
Yeah, but fuck pixies.
Careful, some people just might.
Please don't, Alex. They have teeth.
That's part of the adventure.
Nothing wrong with a little pain. There's a lot wrong with a lot of pain.
Milk.
Who in Zootopia is getting milked?
Well,
They obviously very much like it.
Anyway.
actually,
But
your
anyway.
milk, John. We might have to go back through that forest and
My character's a turtle
Oh,
fighter. I'm basically Leonardo.
Nice.
It's kind of who I was going for, except I wield a pole arm instead of a katana. But that's because I like to hit things.
You're literally a turtle.
I am literally a turtle, yes.
Turtles in a half shell? Turtle power?
Technically, they had a whole.
Yes,
They did. They had top and bottom. If they didn't, they would have died. You know, Huey and stuff.
Actually, you know what? That makes a very good point. That makes the whole title song very disturbing.
Ninjas
what?
in a half shell. Turtle power.
Uh,
Yeah, it basically
So-
says Shredder's gonna win.
Missing a
So
whole
I-
50% of the ribs.
It's just an inaccurate.
Eh.
It was the 80s.
Nah, alright.
They had their emblem.
Right.
Are we
After-
really
well-
arguing about the scientific accuracy of a show called Teenage Mutant Ninja
Yes,
Turtles?
damn it.
We can argue about anime
Ninja
comic.
Turtles, Teenage Mutant
Comic,
Ninja
come on now.
Turtles.
Did you know that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles got their power from the same thing that Daredevil got his powers from?
Horrible
The same
chemical
chemical. It's all from the same chemicals.
Interesting.
Oh, Acme sucks.
Super
Yeah.
slow.
Huh.
So you're saying that the Ninja Turtles
They're-
are DC?
Marvel.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Turtle Power is now
Yeah, Marvel,
MCU
Marvel.
canon.
The whole ninja reference in both of them. Splinter and Styx is Daredevil's teacher, but Splinter was one of the other. Yeah, it's all related. That's
Yeah,
how it
the
came
turtles
about.
are actually a giant satire of Marvel. The Foot Clan instead of the Hand, shit like
Yes,
that.
yeah, stuff like that. It's really cool.
Huh,
Um,
fascinating.
after Titus stops like fiddling around with Timmy for a bit, he walks over to a suit of armor that's kind of over in a corner. On his way there, he's like, "Oh, well, I don't know what everybody else is capable of, but I'm really good at working on things." And the whole time he seems really reserved and kind of like trying to be soft spoken. And then he walks over to the armor, he starts fiddling with it, and very quickly it opens up, he steps into it, and then it closes around him. He's like, but as for myself, I'm capable of, and he kind of like gains confidence. He starts walking forward. He's not hunched over and kind of keeping to himself as much. He's like, I don't mind getting up in people's faces and doing what needs to be done to get them out of the way or get them to work with us. Just let me know what we need to do. And then as he's saying that, you see this little like metallic dragon kind of flying around, and it lands on him. And if you look closer, you see it's kind of like clockwork pieces and stuff.
So we got some steampunk going on.
A little bit.
I like.
Well,
You're
we finally found.
You're
we
very
finally
smart
found
here.
Tony Stark.
Yes. But very, very interesting take. I like.
Please tell me the dragon's name is Friday.
Sparky.
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 Sparky
Also.
makes sense.
So does that thing have a breath weapon?
Yeah, what is around us in here? Is there any like
Well, you're in the Royal Armory in a sub vault. You're being very watched.
is there a bucket or
Yes.
something
There's a bucket.
that like a wooden bucket that's like partially destroyed or nobody's using it or something?
It's the janitor's closet, so who cares?
So probably 3 or 4.
Sure. Then I am going to command Sparky to attack the bucket, and he'll make a force strike against it. Just
A
as
force
1d4
strike?
plus. Yeah, it's like
Jedi?
like a
No, it's magic missile.
Oh, okay.
think of it like a breath attack almost,
Yeah.
but it only hits like a single target. And it's kind of like magic missile,
Okay.
Okay.
and it just does like 1d4 plus a little extra damage.
We're just gonna say you
Okay, so-
shattered the bucket.
Yeah.
Right in front
So,
of the
yeah.
janitor who just looks at you. He's like, what the fuck, dude?
And then I walk over and I mend it, pull up my tools and start putting it back together.
And now it's a self-filling bucket.
No, it's just a better bucket. It is now completely watertight, whereas before it leaked.
So you just told the janitor he's not doing his job very well.
No, he's helping the janitor. He makes
And
friends.
for some reason, it now has a clock in the side.
Because
You
gears.
can always know what time it is.
Exactly. Gotta keep a schedule, man.
So, what do each of y'all do?
I'm going to seek out a tattoo artist.
Oh no.
Interesting.
Yeah, you can definitely find a tattoo artist. How much, the quality depends on how much you're willing to spend and how legal you want to be.
Well, I have infinite coin, so that's obviously no problem. And I'm seeking uncommon magical tattoos.
Uh, the king should not have given you a free credit card.
Oh, I've got a list of stuff.
All right,
Let's go
everybody
shopping,
finish.
boys.
Hold on, yeah, everybody finish introducing yourselves. Y'all can shop during the week, and then we'll I'll approve it or not as it comes through.
Okay, well, I just wanted to make sure that I got that out there in the open.
Yes, yes, that one's on me.
Thank you, great lord.
You do not get to tattoo your dick.
Oh, don't worry, I'm just going for some sleeves.
Mm.
I am a
The
turtle
dragon on
after
your
all.
dick, and then you get a bit of breath power, and then it's like every time you pee,
Say
it's like
whatever you
destroying
tattoo,
everything.
you have to be willing to show the party.
See, if I was gonna tattoo my dick, I'd probably get it saying large. Just saying.
Yeah, but when
No,
the print has to be that tiny, are they really going to be able to read it?
Level one in large, and anything bigger than that, and you're just gonna scare people.
Love you too, baby. Love you too.
Maybe give it an underglow.
Hmm.
Do we
All
go
right.
from
Well,
talking about boobs?
yes, I think we need to move out into the street and.
Because we're 12, Sam.
Yeah, on average.
Well played, sir. Well played. All right, yeah. Save the shopping for during the week. Y'all finish talking to each other and getting to know each other because you just had like 3 brand new people join you and be voluntold to help each other.
Okay, so I've got the Ninja Turtle
Yeah.
and the
Okay.
Artificer. Who's the other one?
I'm
Mine's the
Titus in the giant armor.
Okay. So Titus
yeah.
there. Gotcha.
Artificer,
And who's the
steampunk
third new person?
artificer.
And Mafe's kind of new. He's only with us for one session so far. James is. Oh, I gotta get James a token. Duh.
And the
James
character
is
sheet to swap everything over to. Oh, you did. Thank you. Sorry.
I gave you a.
what is James not our cleric anymore?
Nope. He wanted to be something else.
What
Okay.
does he know?
I'm gonna let James handle that one because it's his character.
Who are you now? Cricket.
There is a dwarf in front of you with a great maul
There's a what?
and a dwarf
Okay.
with a maul and literally it's a character aspect. I have 1,000 foot stare.
Cute.
I
So a
like this.
dwarf.
Well, actually, I guess I don't have a maul because we haven't been given our gear back yet.
Yeah,
But I
you
We
will
have
haven't
have
it.
been
No,
maul.
given
we
our
got
gear
it all
back.
back. We're
Yeah,
we're in the
right.
clear.
You've got it.
A maul and scale plate. When you guys turn to him and ask, I guess, yeah, who the fuck are you? Since he's not named yet, and I haven't figured that part out because it's work in progress. He just grunts and says, I kill people. That's why I'm here. That's what I do. And doesn't say anything else.
Ooh, I
Fair
like that
enough.
one.
Pretty
Mm-hmm.
man of many words.
What are words except wasted time and space?
What?
What?
James, I'm gonna give you 2 options here. Hang on. I'll put them in the Discord.
Discord.
No, honey.
Oi, post. There we go.
Oh, well, I like the bottom one or the top one.
Bless you.
That was a cough, but thank you.
Yeah, they're both pretty fucking awesome in their own way.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm kind of partial to the top one myself.
I'm gonna have
Whoa.
to pull it up on my phone. Sure, did something with the computer, and I'm not seeing anything. The top one, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay, now that everybody's introduced, yes, you are being allowed out into the city to do your shopping, go where you will, see who you will. You are, of course, being watched, though you do not see who is doing so.
I wish to use my thieves' cant skills and try to figure out if we have any contacts to help smuggle us across the border.
Okay. Run. Let's see. Let's run and investigate. Because you can absolutely find the Thieves Guild. It's finding the proper smugglers that's the issue.
Yeah. You want to investigate?
Yeah.
Where did it go? Here it is. Well, I do have proficiency in it, so I think that helps.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Jesus.
The rogue does rogue things.
Yes. The rogue does rogue things.
I'm a holy warrior. We're rescuing a princess, so I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I don't think anyone but you is good aligned.
I'm chaotic neutral, I think.
Yeah, I
Oh
think
shit.
everybody's. I think
Some
everybody's
form of
chaotic.
neutral.
I'm lawful. I'm lawful evil.
Yeah, my new guy is lawful good.
Oh, you're lawful good too. Okay.
Know what I am.
I think you're
Mm,
chaotic neutral. I believe.
Yeah, I don't wantonly kill people randomly anymore. Now I do it with purpose.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you've got your transport.
Sweet.
All right.
I know how to get us across the border. Small
They
meat.
want 300 up front and then 300 on the other side.
We have unlimited coin at the beginning, so
Charge it to the king. He's good like that.
In fact, take it all
we
now.
happily agree to those.
They take
I like,
1,000 gold from the king.
We
I
happily
like to
meet their
try and
requests.
I like to try and find a secret place I can sit down for a bit and try and create a forgery of the king's seal.
Oh, geez. Okay. I don't even know what the check for that would be.
Can anyone do prestidigitation?
Whatever it is, I
I
have a forger's kit with proficiency.
Yeah, you can. Let's see here.
might want to wait till we're out of the area to do that.
No,
Take some
because
really notes.
they're gonna.
Well, we
There's gonna
can't
be a
leave the city because of the same price. It's in the city that I can get away from guys, but I'm not trying to make a forgery.
You know what? I'm gonna let you take 20. Are you familiar with that one?
I'm
Take
not.
10, but yes.
Yeah, you take 20 minutes to do whatever you need to, and you can do it perfectly, because doing a check is just when you're trying to do it like right now, kind of thing. So
Like beautiful forgery.
yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yes,
Yeah.
down to the wear on the leather.
He's
Nice.
good.
How many do you make is the question.
Well, if it takes 20 minutes each.
I mean, are we on a strict time constraint here or not?
3
90
months.
days.
3 months. That was so. I think we can take a day or two in the capitals.
We need to take a day or two to supply, get everything.
Make
I'll pick up,
everything.
make sure do our shopping. We'll be back next week with the list and whatnot, but do our
Y'all-
shopping, get our equipment, food.
Y'all may want to look into air vehicles or winged mounts or something, considering where you're going.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have an artificer
Ooh.
with us, so I think any modifications that might be able to be done could possibly be done.
Oh yeah, but he's not going to want to build an entire airship out in the middle of nowhere.
That's also fair.
So if I'm
Didn't you
just
say he
thinking,
was hard for tech? Yes, he does want to, but does he have the time to do it properly?
No, it'll take at least a year.
Okay, so all right.
so if I just take like some downtime around, like if we're in town for a day or two, and if I just take some downtime around like a long rest at night, take 20, make a couple perfect copies, how many could I get? Would you say?
Oh crap. You know what? I'm going to roll a d20 for it. You know what? I'll roll a d100. Oh wow. Oh my. That was a mistake.
I got good.
That was a mistake.
And it's King Oman of Telesia. What this
Yes.
deal is? Okay.
Oh my. You're gonna bribe so many people.
All in the name of the king, because we're using his coin.
Yes.
As
yes,
His
you are.
Majesty pleases.
And we don't have to use these until we're out of the city and the real ones disintegrate.
But we can't be associated with him, but we're using his coins.
You
I
know,
mean,
I
not in
don't
the
think the
kingdoms,
king
but-
foresaw this particular situation happening.
He did not. I can attest that he did not, in fact, think of this
See
one.
us giving unlimited coin and then not
Giving
expecting
us
to use it?
unlimited coin. Well, that and then forging a non-magical version.
Hey,
Y'all are
he's
gonna
sticking it
crash
to
the
us.
damn market.
He's sticking it to us. We're just giving him the root trap.
Yeah,
Hyperinflation, here it comes.
Wait, if he's sticking it to you, how are you giving him the reach?
It's details. It's a position, yeah, Kama Sutra, you may have heard of it.
You are so full of shit.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna cut it here. I can't do next week, but 2 weeks. We'll come back. Have your shopping list.
Oh wait,
Shopping
list?
I was gonna say 2
Oh,
weeks
shit.
is Thanksgiving weekend.
Shit. Fuck. 3 weeks then. Beginning of December.
Third.
That's a bummer.
It's all right.
I got stuff
Christmas
to do this weekend.
episode.
No, I am not making a Christmas one-off. The last time we did that, you killed Santa.
Oh,
How would you expect anything else?
He was the hostage.
I'm so glad I didn't stop recording yet.
Yes. The hostage. Sometimes the hostage dies. Okay, it's just
He was the only hostage.
With hostages, there's no leverage. Therefore, we win.
You were sent in specifically to get him.
oops. Accidents happen.
That is not an oops. Oops is insufficient.
I can see we've touched on some trauma for you, Alex.
oh so glorious.
I'm pretty sure they put him into a stuffing machine.
I don't
Proud of
remember
that.
that.
I don't
I don't
I
remember.
know.
don't recall the details.
I don't recall the details, but I'm pretty sure it's something bad like that.
All right. If we're calling it here, I'm gonna go ahead and go for night. Thank
Yeah,
you for
take it
joining
Is
me,
that right?
and I will see y'all the third, right?
Yes, third.
3
I will
weeks
send out
hence.
reminder texts.
Sounds good.
Any
Y'all
limits
take
on
care.
shopping?
Try not to break the game. and I will fully
That's my
veto
whole
anything that seems like it might break the game.
That's my whole purpose, is to try to break the game.
No, it's our
I,
job.
I, I only have a couple ideas. Alright, well, until next time, all,